I moved to Massachusetts 15 years ago, and I graduated from law school, and my husband proposed, and basically as he was getting up, said, so now you're moving to Boston, right? So that would be number one. I went to law school as a night student. I had had a career. I had an offer at a great law firm, and then I moved to Massachusetts. So I would say that that would be number one, how it impacted. I wanted to get married, I was in love, and I moved here, so I left a life behind and started a new one. Started a new one, thought it was all great, working as a lawyer, and was going to court in Worcester. Did not seem like a big deal driving from the north end to Worcester. That's easy, unless you have a newborn. And then you have to leave early in the morning, and you don't get home until late at night, and you don't see the baby the entire time, and suddenly it grates on you for your first kid. By the time you get to number 3, you're like, ah. You need me in Alaska? That's awesome. Those poor kids at the end of the food chain. All better for it. But so after my first, I had to reevaluate what I was doing and the career focus that I had in my practice of law. After my second daughter, when she was about 1.5 years, I ran to be chairman of the Republican Party. And again, one of those, oh, this is going to be great, until a Republican in Massachusetts, we were at 10%. And so I had a lot of work to do, and I didn't realize how much I was not going to be at home. And so again, I was in this position, and I got a lot of flack for, you know, why aren't you at home with your kids, and who's taking care of your kids? And I would look at guys and say, you know, it's funny, my husband travels all the time. No one ever looks at him and says, who's taking care of your kids when you're traveling? And so, funny enough, I then got pregnant with my third, and I said, okay, I'm going to resign because we were going into a presidential election. Those same people that said, who's taking care of your kids and you should be at home with your kids, said to me, oh, so now you're going to go and you're going to leave and you're going to go have a baby? I was like, yeah, you're getting exactly what you wanted, right? I mean, so it goes along with the whole kind of funny thing that we all encounter. But again, it was being flexible, you know? So I mean, I think that being a woman, how it's impacted my decisions, when I graduated from law school, I thought, I'm going to be an ADA, I'm going to have this great career, I'm going to one day be elected to office, and everything was very rigid and set out. I'm, by the way, the first child, I'm type A, and so everything I planned out from when I was 2 years old. And then you realize that life isn't like that. There are peaks and valleys, right, and there are trees that come in your way, and you know, you have to appreciate everything it is. And so I think my decisions being impacted because I wanted them to. I didn't want the rigidity. I wanted more flexibility. I wanted to enjoy my kids. I wanted to be around. And then I also wanted my career.